Hello, my name's Matt and I work for Ohm Energy. Whilst I appreciate your programme says Jason Linfield, I'm the younger and I'd like to say much better looking version of him, he can thank me for that later. I'm here to talk to you about the opportunities and the challenges of which arise from both the installation of PV and the batteries and connecting to the grid. My personal background is I'm an installer coming into more the design and the technical sales side of things. So let's start with the negative side of things to start off with, is the challenges there arise from the installation of PV and batteries, particularly domestic and commercial and medium commercial. Maximum demand is a particular issue, however that can be mitigated through the communication or open communication between your installer, such as Ohm Energy, and then the DNO, with the chap that's going to be talking in a moment's time. The use of the bona fide installer is another challenge from that. Design constraints from the PV and the battery side, that is a challenge in itself. Having conversations or open communication with an installer, we can quite easily go through the design constraints that may arise from the installation side of things, such as the battery sizing that will suit your business needs and offset any energy consumption within your business. Same with the PV side, and obviously roof space to allow such. The infrastructure cost. So whilst I appreciate everyone's trying to save as much money as possible in this day and age, as obviously the increase of cost of electricity, energy prices, and obviously going into recession as such, the infrastructure cost of both PV and batteries is quite significant, and you will notice it. However, that being said, I firmly believe that over the duration of its installation lifespan, that it will offset itself quite significantly, and you will notice that, and it will in turn reduce your energy bills in such. Right, enough of the negativity side of things then. On the opportunity side then, your installation, so PV and the batteries, you're looking to utilise and capture as much of what is one of the most obvious energy sources to us, which is obviously the PV side, so solar. Fortunately, being down here in Eastbourne, we are considered one of the sunniest coastlines or sunniest towns in the UK. The sunniest, sorry. Oh, I beg your pardon. I am from Eastbourne, but yeah, the sunniest place in the UK. We average about 1,000 hours of sunlight per annum. Therefore, you are in the prime opportunity space in the UK for sunlight and utilising such energy source. How long have I got? 7 minutes. 7? Bloody hell. Thank you. I might just not use them. That's all right then. So as I say, yeah, you'll be utilising and capturing one of the most prevalent energy sources that we have accessible to us. What else have I got written? Bear with me 1 minute. Just reading what I've written down. So the installation of solar, you'll speak to your installer to size an appropriate system to your energy usage, to offset as much as you're using to kind of utilise the essentially free energy. That being said though, there will be a period in which you won't be using all of what you're generating, so to capture that you'll look to install a battery storage system. With the installation of a battery storage system, this enables you to both utilise the excess generated electricity that you won't be using from the PV itself, also to utilise a cheaper tariff, so from a flexible or agile tariff from your energy provider. What I mean by that is, say for argument's sake, during your peak period of energy usage, you're paying 35 pence per unit. I know that's probably cheap in your cheap. Let's go for 55 pence. Whereas overnight, what we used to call the economy 7, you'd be paying 20 pence. So you can change the infrastructure in the way we wire up your battery storage system to essentially charge the battery up during that cheaper tariff period to then offset some of your daily usage at the more expensive rate. Looking forward into the future then, with the batteries and the solar, combining the two technologies together and dealing directly with your provider, there's the chance in the future to do what we call grid trading. This is where the DNO and the operator or your provider looks at what your usage is and then has the opportunity to say, well, you're using this, we're going to take it and distribute it elsewhere, but going to trade it to you and pay you back for it. So it's another form of essential income from the usage of the battery and the energy that you'll be storing. I think that pretty much just covers the installation and the opportunities and challenges that arise from the PV and the battery storage system. How many? Done that in 2 minutes, haven't we? That's very quick. Is there any particular questions before I introduce the next person? Any? No? That's really good. No questions.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries, thanks.
So